Hello, everyone, dear viewers of the channel. I am Helena, the Guardian of Secrets, a researcher of mystical phenomena, and here with me is Vadim, a historian interested in folk culture.
And today, Helena, you've hinted at a figure truly steeped in ancient dread and enduring myth, Koschey the Immortal, a name that sends shivers down the spine of anyone familiar with Ukrainian and Slavic folklore, synonymous with an almost unshakable evil.
Exactly, Vadim. Koschei. He isn't just a character, he's an archetype of eternal evil, an unyielding force that seems to defy death itself. The sheer ingenuity of his immortality, with his soul hidden away, not in his body, but in a needle, inside an egg, within a duck, in a hair, inside an iron chest, buried beneath an ancient oak on the mystical island of Buyan, speaks volumes about our ancestors' understanding of life, death, and the unseen forces at play. It's a tapestry of layered protection, each step harder to unravel than the last.
It's certainly a compelling narrative structure, Helena. The idea of an externalized soul, a death in an object, is fascinating from a psychological and literary standpoint. But when we strip away the fantastical elements, what could be the historical or even practical roots of such a legend? Could Koschei represent something more tangible? Perhaps a powerful, despotic ruler whose grasp on power seemed absolute, or even a system of oppression that was incredibly difficult to dismantle?
That's where the magic truly begins to reveal its layers, Vadim. For our ancestors, this wasn't just a story. The other world was permeable, and figures like Koschei, who exist between life and death, represent the ultimate challenge. His mastery over elements, his power to steal women and drain the land, it speaks to the deep-seated fears of an agricultural society facing famine, disease, or invasion. The oak tree itself, a sacred symbol of life and power, becoming the final hiding place, shows how deeply entwined this myth is with the very essence of our land and its ancient spirits.
And the symbolism of the hidden death, each layer requiring a quest to find, could be interpreted as the arduous nature of overthrowing such a power. The duck, the hare, the egg, these are all common motifs in folklore, often associated with fertility, trickery, or vulnerability. Perhaps the legend was a way to impart a vital lesson. Even the most formidable enemy has a weakness, but finding it requires wisdom, courage, and perseverance, much like solving complex riddles or navigating political intrigue. It's a strategic manual disguised as a fairy tale.
But it's more than just strategy, Vadim. It's about spiritual resilience. Think about the emotional journey of the hero or heroine who must face Koschei. It's a journey into the unknown, a confrontation with a force that represents ultimate despair. The legend of Koschei gives us hope that even the most deeply entrenched evil, the one that seems truly immortal, can be undone. It whispers to us that there is always a path, however winding, to reclaim what was lost. We see this spirit reflected in every generation of Ukrainians facing seemingly insurmountable challenges.
While the emotional resonance is undeniable, Helena, let's consider the practical application. Is it possible that the legend of Koschei served as a mnemonic device, a complex narrative structure to preserve knowledge about, say, a particular ancient treasure or a strategically vital location, with the death of Koschei being the key to unlocking it? Or even a cautionary tale against avarice and the corrupting nature of absolute power? The specific locations, an island, an oak, could be coded references to real places or resources.
Oh, Vadim, you always try to find the logic in the most ethereal of tales. But the power of Koschei's story, for me, lies in its ability to transcend the purely practical. It teaches us about the eternal struggle between light and shadow, the importance of faith in the face of despair, and the belief that good will ultimately prevail, even if the evil seems immortal. In modern Ukrainian life, Koschei becomes a metaphor for any seemingly unconquerable challenge. Finding its needle means finding its core weakness, and that takes not just logic, but intuition and a connection to something deeper.
And that's where our perspectives beautifully diverge and converge. I see Koschei as a brilliant cultural construct that encapsulates the fear of a persistent, destructive force while simultaneously providing a framework for overcoming it through cleverness and perseverance. The myth is a masterclass in psychological warfare, preparing generations for the inevitable conflicts they would face, not just with mythical creatures, but with real-world adversaries. It's a historical testament to the human spirit's refusal to surrender to overwhelming odds.
Exactly. It's a testament to the fact that our legends are living, breathing entities. They adapt, they reflect our current struggles, and they empower us. Losing these stories means losing a piece of our collective soul, our ancestral wisdom. They are protective rituals in themselves, passed down through generations. And I truly believe that understanding Koschey today helps us identify the immortal evils of our time and, crucially, to believe in our ability to find their hidden weaknesses.
So, for a double conclusion, Helena, Koschey the Immortal is both a timeless magical entity representing an enduring evil that can only be defeated by a precise, almost ritualistic undoing, and a profound cultural symbol. He's a reminder that even the most formidable challenges have a vulnerability, often hidden within plain sight, and that overcoming them requires both an understanding of the world and a connection to deeper ancestral wisdom.
And that connection, Vadim, is what makes us truly powerful. It reminds us that our past isn't just history, it's a living guide. What are your thoughts, dear listeners? Have you ever felt the touch of an ancient myth in your modern life? Share your experiences in the comments below.
We'd love to hear your interpretations of Koschey. Do you see him as a purely fantastical villain, or do you recognize elements of him in the world around us? Don't forget to like this episode and subscribe to our channel for more explorations into the mystical heart of Ukraine.
Until next time, keep your secrets safe and your spirits open.